Words are going to be flowing. The intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Using his legs, it's Meadows. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. Fighting off the defender. He's past the marker. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's James. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Nice move to keep running. At the 35, he's loose. It's a seam wide open. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking to throw, it's Pruitt. Left side, it's Brown. Crosses to 40. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Gators will hustle to the line. On the run, it's Montgomery.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now they'll try the right side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Draw play, it's Meadows. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. To the back. And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's past the sticks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff for Frazier. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rush right in his face. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to the ground. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they take the lead.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Looking for room. It's Mallett. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's loose. The 30. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Bulldog. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Deep in the end zone, it's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Meadows. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Pruitt. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, it's picked off. offense has it with really good field position. Here's a give to Frazier. Got the first down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Dropped immediately. He got on first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. There he goes. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Buying time to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Sells the run, lost a pass. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off-play action. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looks as if he's going to run it. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Bulldogs will have it first and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Reed. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give to Frazier. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick give. It's Frazier. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with second and 4. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. On third down, here's Frazier. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Field goal range, but on fourth down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Using his feet. There's a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Moves the pocket. It's Pruitt. Rushes on. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down to the air. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the home team keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Takes a hit as he fires. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Line is set on third down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads in the nick of time.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now
wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
On the delay, it's Meadows. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Wants to throw, it's Pruitt. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Making the adjustment on the play.
Booster!
Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they can't connect. A costly